Hi again then guys, and welcome to episode 11 of Dirtmasters Unplugged. It's been a couple of weeks since we did the last episode. The first week I completely forgot, and last week, due to circumstances, I wasn't able to do this episode. But we are back again this week, and this time it's actually kind of a requested tune. It was requested on the channel as to whether I could make a Baja style Beetle setup for, of course, the classic Beetle. So I set about doing so, and here it is. Now obviously visually it doesn't look that much like a Baja vehicle because of course we cannot do things like removing the fenders and jacking up the suspension as much as a real Baja car. Fitting the extended dampers etc. just can't be done on Gran Turismo. But we can still make the Beetle into a pretty decent rally machine. So, as always, I'll show you the mechanical setup that we've done, take it out to the track to test it, and for this time I haven't really done that much to it visually. I've removed the chrome bumpers, as you can see, and I've fitted the small lip ducktail wing on the back, but it's purely down to personal preference, so you don't have to do either of those things, of course. Likewise with the colour, you can choose whatever you want because this isn't a replica. So we'll go straight to the tuning garage for the setup of the car, and then, as I said, out to the track to see how it performs. So, for the mechanical setup of this Baja style Beetle, which I used to refer to when I was younger as a Baja Beetle, you want your dirt tyres, of course, or snow tyres, depending on where you choose to use it. For the brakes, I've increased the front balance to 6, reduced the rear to 4. Ride height we've got as high as possible, springs as low as possible front and rear. For dampers and anti-roll we've got those as low as possible, because obviously part of the fun of a Baja Beetle is, like with other Baja style vehicles, you can really throw them around, see the suspension rocking up and down. They're great jump vehicles as well, and I wanted to carry that over as much as possible to the Beetle. For the camber we've got 2, which is just enough. Neutral toe as usual. For the gearbox, we've got an auto setting of 130. Then for the individual gears, we've got 2070, 1420, 1030, 800 and 640 with a final drive of 4. For the diff, initial torque on 30 and then 40 and 20 respectively on acceleration and deceleration. All the power upgrades, of course, and I've fitted the mid-range turbo to this one. Obviously nitrous is optional. Downforce I've got set on 15. You can kind of set it as high or as low as you want, really. You want the full weight loss package. I have not reduced the window weight to get it down to the 425 pp category. And then we've got a 200 kilo ballast, which we've put all the way to the front to help you to get the back end out around corners. Obviously, being a rear engine, rear wheel drive car, it's not that conducive to drifting, but with this ballast, it really solves that problem. And as I said, I haven't fitted the window weight due to fitting it into that PP. Now, obviously, this doesn't need to be a PP specific tune, so feel free to fit the window weight if you want, but it just seems neater to classify it down to a 425 pp vehicle. So a relatively simple mechanical setup for this one. So now let's take it out to the track to see how it performs. So this tune, of course, by nature of its more limited power, isn't one of my quickest tunes in this series, which is kind of a shame. I would have liked to have been able to tune the Beetle to be quicker, but it's still very, very fun to drive. The soft suspension combined with the high ride height does give it a pretty close feel to what a Baja Beetle would perform like. Obviously I would have liked more, say 400 horsepower, maybe even 500 with an engine conversion, and all-wheel drive would have obviously been even better, but you just can't do those things on Gran Turismo yet. Overall, it's pretty quick for its power. Obviously it's not designed to necessarily be a highly competitive rally machine, it's designed more purely for fun. But overall, I think it could be a quite competitive 425 pp rally car. But no promises there, because as I said, it's not built for that. But overall, it certainly gives the Beetle something to be good at, and it certainly is good at rallying. And if you decide to use this tune, obviously I hope you find it above all fun, but also potentially competitive if you choose to use it for rallying. And that's it for this build, so I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.